Assunta. Welcome to Ifiat Media Center.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello everybody. We have another guest this morning, Sister Assunta Leong from Malaysia. She's our FMM sister from the Jasmine region. So good morning, Sister Assunta.
Good morning, Susie.
Yes. How are you today?
Today I'm feeling fine and at ease.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a bit nervous when you tell me going to for this recording. I'm prepared.
But
Okay, but it's okay.
yeah, so we can go ahead. We're happy. We want to share with our young people out there our story with God, our vocation, the call, because I think there are people who are discerning, and I think by listening more of how we each discover our vocations, it will help them to find and discover their own vocation. So maybe we can start with can you share a little bit of yourself, like where you're born, just a little bit about.
Okay. I'm a Malaysian. I was born in a town in Perak called Ipoh. In fact, I come from a Buddhist family. In our family, we don't have a Christian at all.
Oh, okay.
Not even other churches. But I have an auntie who passed away today. I received the news.
Today.
She used to sing carol.
Okay.
She's a very open-minded. So
Okay.
from her, we hear about the Christian songs.
Okay.
And my mom was educated in a convent school for 2 years during the Japanese time.
Oh,
So
okay.
she talked about her school, the convent.
Mm-mm.
So I think to talk about vocation, I think I have to start with my search for meaning of life. Because
Oh.
also it's a vocation.
Yes.
Because since I'm not born from a Christian family, I think it's not so much. I will not talk much lah. The key point is it was in school. My primary school was not in a convent school, and then through events I came into the convent school.
So you didn't know
I
about
didn't know
even
about Christ,
Catholicism.
yeah, even though I hear about carol. When it comes to Christmas, my auntie would sing carol by herself.
Okay.
So when I entered the convent school, I joined the Joyful Vanguard.
What is that?
It's a Joyful Vanguard. It's a movement it's a Christian movement in the school.
Oh, okay.
For students learn a bit of meaning of life and also some services.
Okay.
And together some art, some skills.
Mm-hmm.
So I was struck by a particular sister who was our advisor. I was struck by her nature of what do you call reaching out to the needy, and especially in the school to the poor children, and her concern and love. So at that moment, I was I think 14 years old.
You were 14 years old.
Secondary already.
Oh.
I was 14 years old. So I told myself, when I grow up, I want to be like her, to reach out to the needy, to the poor. So that was my a sort of goal in life already.
Okay.
But I don't know. I didn't say I want to be a Christian. I just said I want to be like her, reaching out to help other people. And of course, being a member of the Joyful Vanguard, so I moved from in our school that time we have a scripture every morning for half an hour.
Oh, you means you already read the gospel, the
Yes,
scripture.
every morning we have in the Christian school. But when I joined the Joyful Vanguard, so it's no more scripture but study catechism.
Oh, immediately.
It's different.
Okay.
All the students will study scriptures, the gospel. Those are not Joyful Vanguard's member. The Joyful Vanguard will go for catechism.
Catechism. Oh, okay.
That's how I come to know about the Catholic faith a bit. And I have a very good friend, in fact, a very good schoolmate. She's a year senior than me, and plus my another classmate. So she's the schoolmate. She's a Catholic. So she started to bring me and my friend who was a Catholic in the Joyful Vanguard. We go for novena. You know novena? To Our Lady.
Novena is a praying.
It's a devotion. To Our Lady.
Okay. Catechism is?
Catechism is to study about the Christianity.
Oh, okay.
About Christ.
Okay.
So every Saturday she will bring us for this devotion. And that's how I come to know Mother Mary.
Okay.
Know Mother Mary, and then especially during particular their petitions.
The petition praying.
Petition prayer. So we were they call we will write a lot of petitions, studies and all these things. So I found that it was very helpful. I see many people, young or old, will come for this half an hour devotion. And just slowly I have this devotion to Mother Mary. I started to talk to her.
Okay.
And then how do I get to baptize? I also don't know. From there, my friends will lead me to go to church, involved in church service. And so I go to church and get to know the priest. And somehow I get into that, started to go for masses.
So when were you baptized?
I baptized after school, just after school, because my mom, my family weren't allowed.
So how old were you?
18 years old.
18 years old. So your family didn't allow you to get baptized, but you go ahead.
So when I was left school that time, I was giving tuitions and all that, tutoring the pupils. So during my grandmother's birthday, so I asked I asked my dad. So my dad, at the end, he paused for a moment. He said, "Okay, you can go ahead, but don't let anybody know about it." So I baptized without my family know, except my father.
Wow, that's very courageous to do it.
But God's work in a different way. After my baptism that evening, when I came back, I had a shower. I came out. My mom asked me, "Do you go for a bath?" I said, "Yes, I just came out from the shower." "No, not this kind of bath." So I know what she was saying. So I just nodded my head. And then she kept quiet. So she also did not mention anything about it.
So she actually knew.
She knew, but she just kept quiet. And my dad kept quiet. So only 3 of us know about it.
Okay.
That's how actually, although I study catechism, although I go for Novena devotion, but there was no relationship between God and me. In a sense, more of service orientated.
When you say, can you explain a bit more? Because sometimes
yes.
Right,
what is that? Because as a joyful and God, we do service. We learn skills. We go outing more for fun, and then go to church, help around. So more of that. And I think it's the community that make you feel at home.
Because you're friends
and all that. Whether I have a relationship with Christ, I don't know. But I do believe that I have a relationship with Mother Mary because I pray to her, turn to her a lot for many things. And I found that it works. So in that sense, Christ, I don't know. It's Mother Mary who lead me to Christ. It's through her.
So you say relationship is more like you actually have a connection with Mother Mary, right? Whereas with the Vanguard, you're just doing service, you're helping out here, you're doing good things, but you're not really like communicating. You're having a relationship.
Have the devotion prayer, but not really intimacy of prayer. Come from the heart.
Okay. Then?
So from after school, get baptized, and then while waiting, I was tutoring some students, and one priest told me, "Why don't you take a full-time course on evangelization and catechesis?" So that's how I entered into it. Because my good friend, she likes to be she wants to be a nun. But I never thought of it. But she will pull me along with her to see the sister go to the convent. So then after came to me, this nun, they give service. Also, I related with service. So later on, the priest say, "Why don't you go for a course? Your baptism only just 2 weeks of catechesis, although you study catechism during school, but was not deep. So you go something more deeper." So it was through the catechesis 2 years that I come to know about the church. I come to know about Christ. And I see the importance of evangelization. And also I come to realize the reality of the situation in our country, the need, and also the short of personnel. So with that in mind, I shift my life into working for the church full time. So instead of in education, in catechesis. So that's how I started my pastoral evangelization work. After the 2 years, get sent by the bishop to a particular parish to work full time.
So basically, when you say working full time, pastoral means you are actually working for the church, right? Yeah, full time.
Full time.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a lot of service orientated, and I was happy. Although during that time many people will ask, why don't you become a nun? Because a lot of religious congregations come and promote vocations. It does enter into my mind, but I use my head a lot. I'm a thinker, so I will analyze which is better for me, which is better. And that time I don't understand what is mean consecration. My motive is all service, helping people, bringing people to Christ. That's all. So I feel that as a single, what I'm doing, I do more than the religious. I talk to myself like that.
Yeah,
actually reaching out to people more.
And actually, it's true, in a sense.
So I say that, why not? Why must I change? Even though people ask me, although I had that thought when I was very young, when I entered the convent school, I said I want to be like that sister. But I push it aside. I say I'll do more. Although I continue in communication with a particular congregation that's just next door to the church. Once a week I join them for recreation, for dinner, and sometimes go out for a movie. But I still feel that...
Wait, sister, they go out for movie?
Yes,
they go out for movie.
I used to go out with them for movie. But I still feel that I'm more free. Because for them at night, you see that they have a structure, religious have a structure follow. Whereas I'm a single, I can just respond without thinking I'm alone. No need to worry so much. Structures and all this. And it was... but it's a very funny thing is that whenever a big event was over, or whenever a project came to the height, I feel very tired, and there's a sense of loss like that, a sort of emptiness. You should be very happy. So I was very happy, enjoying my life. But when it comes to big events, things turn out well, very everything good. Finished, and then project finished. There's a sense of emptiness. What is all this all about?
So even though you did the project well, and the project was successful. But afterwards, you feel something, there's emptiness.
When the great event over everything, then when you're alone, at the time, you feel like empty. What is all this all about? I began to think. The idea come back, and then I push it aside again. In fact, I have another project. Okay, I can still be full-time working for the church. I can do something more for people who are in need. In fact, I plan to start a home. A hostel, home or hostel, to bring people from the villages into the town, because religious students after primary school, most of them are drop out. So how to bring them out into the town, continue their study with proper care. This was in my mind.
So we're thinking to start so that you help like these girls on this stage. Okay.
So while I was thinking of that, something happened. Remember, although I enjoy my freedom single, but because a lot of people are questioning me, why don't you join the religious life? And when I decided no, religious life is not for me, I'm going to be alone, single, and I'm going to start this new project. Somehow things happen. And then my mom came and visited me. My mom, remember, against me very much, even to work in the church. So suddenly she asked me, what do you want to do with your life? Is it going to enter the religious life?
What do you want to do with your life?
Are you going to enter the religious life? And when are you going to enter? So that shocked me.
Oh, so actually you're not thinking
I given up already.
Yeah, you given up, but then your mom is the one who's asked you.
So it shocked me. Anyway, after she left, I went to pray. Because I already cultivate a prayer, a life of prayer, even beginning adoration, daily meditation. And after she left, I really seriously went to pray before the Blessed Sacrament. And then suddenly, inner voice just mentioned to me, I don't want what you are doing, your service. Can you offer yourself?
Wow.
Can you give of yourself? That was a shock to me.
I don't want your service,
what you're doing.
What you're doing, but can you offer
yourself?
yourself?
Give yourself to me totally. That shocked me, and that also affirmation to me, and also awakening in me. It's not the service that the Lord wants. All the time I'm thinking, by doing service, helping people, that is what the Lord wants. But now it's not the service. The Lord want me offer myself, my freedom. But as a single, have all the freedom. Religious life, you might not have the freedom.
Yeah, that's true.
But your freedom, your offering, your consecration. So from that moment, I realized it's not so much of service, it's offering that is important. Offer oneself, let the Lord use me in the way He wants it, not the way I want it. That means it's really like Christ giving yourself in the way to follow the Father's will. Because all these while, I then realize I'm doing my will.
Okay.
Although it's service, doing something good. But it's something I like to do, something I enjoy doing. I feel free to do it. But offering is not my way, it's God's way. I'm not doing according to what I way. So that's the beginning of my religious life.
Okay.
Understand what is religious life. I told the statement. So I spoke to my parish priest. So he said, do you know any congregation? I said, I don't know. But I read the book gladly. So I know Franciscan Missionaries of Mary. And I like the word missionary and Mary. Because I want to missionary, I'm a devotion to Mary. Do you know them? I say, I don't know them.
But where did you get the book?
In the parish, there's the book.
Wow, see, the book is placed there.
So that's how then he said I go there to give blood every month to the hospital, PJ Assunta. I bring you to see the sister.
So you went to Assunta hospital for blood tests?
He gave, not me.
Oh.
He brought me. He said he's going. Every month he goes. So he brought me to the convent when he goes. Because my place and PJ is quite far.
It's a different town, right? Okay.
So I stayed in the convent for one night. He just brought me. And what struck me in that convent is that they have nurse, they have doctors, they have nurses, they have teachers, and our sister who take care of the house. Because I had dinner with them, and the welcome, a particular sister. But the moment I reached there, her welcome. I think now I remember it called Sister Enda, Irish sister. The hug that she gave.
Sister Enda.
Sister Enda.
Okay.
And then plus quite a number of European sisters. And after dinner, everybody will wash like a big family, which struck me very much of doing things